Okay, so we kind of marked our center line and where his eyes and his nose is going to go. What I want to do is I want to work on this hat a little bit more. So basically from this point right here, we're going to start cutting that down. That hat should come somewhere right around in here. Because what's going to end up happening is that we're going to be removing some of this material right here, so his hat will stick out. You can kind of see it right here. We'll be making that cut. Okay. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to come here from the top. I'm just going to start cutting back down. Okay. Come over here and do the same thing to this side. Okay. Then I want to come back and start shaping it back towards the head. I'll start cutting this way down. Okay. Probably need to pull this face down a little bit right here. So it looks even. Get it even on both sides. There we go, that looks pretty good. Now I'll start cutting back. Start bringing that material down. Just a little thick out here on the ends. Guess you could give this guy a big bushy mustache if you wanted to. Cut underneath that nose right there. Okay, so that really helps with pulling that nose out. Kind of making a little bit of a scoop in there. And we'll go back here to the top part of the nose. Cut in there where the eyes would be. And round down towards the hat. Do that over here on this side. Go in there and clean up our mess again. Okay. And what we're going to be looking for here is that this hat will continue to be round. Somewhere like that. So we actually may have to pull this face in a little bit more, which is fine. We can do that. Let's go back here. Start cutting back towards the top. Just making thin cuts up here, just to kind of knock that edge down and get a shape to it. We can always go back in here later and make this deeper, which we'll have to. We start pulling from just below the top right there and start pulling it back towards the top so we can get it round. See the difference here? We're already starting to get it round, and we'll actually be pulling this bottom part in, so we probably will have to move this face in a little bit. So instead of it being right there, it may end up being somewhere right around in here, so we can kind of get that round shape that we're looking for. up here. There we go. Since we are going to have to do that, let's go ahead and pull this down some more. Basically just going to pull that face in. Okay. Go ahead and run this down here. Do the same thing to the other side. There we go. So now we kind of got the new side of our face established. Now you can see that hat right here will come right in there. Basically what's going to happen is it's going to come across here like that, so we can go ahead and yeah, we'll have to pull all this down too. We'll get all that reestablished here in just a minute. We'll start working it back towards the kind of starting to take a little bit of shape, isn't it? Okay. So now we basically want to do the same thing to the other side. Let's mark that side of the hat, and it's right here. It didn't have to be perfect. Just get it close. Okay, now we got that. Let's go ahead and work back towards the center. Yeah, we gotta take this down some more right here. going to kind of work on rounding that off a little bit more. So see, we need to pull this other side, need to pull this side up a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Next video we'll continue to shape this hat before we'll get the hat all done before we finally finish the face. But we got a pretty good start on him. Okay. All right.